come on with a quick message. Quick message. The message is hold on, change is coming. Hold on, change is coming. There is a lot happening astrologically. I won't get into it. I'll tell you now that one of my favorite astrologists is Pam Gregory out of the UK and her whole crew. Okay. So if you want to get to know what's really going on, I would say go and explore some of her videos and some of her friends' videos. Um, and they have some wonderful breakdowns of what's going on astrologically. But I wanted to say that oftentimes we end up experiencing things that we didn't see coming, or maybe we're like, man, why am I feeling like this? Why is all of this happening? I didn't expect all of this. Peace, sister. I didn't expect all of this. But a lot of times, sis, how's my sound? I'm hoping that it's coming through this and not my car. But a lot of times we're like, man, we don't know where it's coming from. So we kind of feel off. We feel discouraged. We feel down. We could even start to feel experiencing things like sadness, frustration. And then the rumination begins to happen. So the mind starts to go. All of this stuff starts to happen. And I just want to say, oftentimes that's because of what's going on. Okay, beautiful. That's because of what's going on. Happy birthday. That's because of what's going on astrologically, truly. And sometimes it's specific to your sun sign or your rising sign. It could be specific to your Venus, whatever it may be. This is why peace. This is why I often say pay attention to what's going on above you. For it has been said by many respected astrologers that 2025 is going to be a significant year for cardinal signs, right? I am a cardinal sign. And, I have been kind of paying attention since mid 2024 on what's coming up because, we were in preparation for this. And I knew what was happening, but then I was like, now that I'm in it, I'm like, whoa, boy, this is a whirlwind. But at least knowing what's going on, at least you can keep the mind in a certain kind of place, because oftentimes when you don't really know what's going on, you're not in awareness. That's why I always say awareness is so key, because when you're in awareness, you can govern yourself accordingly. And so, of course, it's always appropriate for you to govern the mind. But when you're kind of like not in the know and a lot of significant things are happening or impactful things are happening in your life, you could very well begin to spin out in the mind and start to think, all type of things that are not in alignment with the truth. And so I really just wanted, like I said, a quick message to say, hold on, change is coming. We're in a great time of upheaval and change right now for everybody, not just the cardinal signs, although the cardinal signs are absolutely being impacted in a significant way. Everyone is going through a change, a shift right now. So hold on. Don't go making any rash decisions. Be easy. Try to incorporate self-care as best as possible, meaning um, you know, time to yourself before you jump out in the day. Try to simplify your life as much as possible. Try to spend time around people you love. Try not to spend time around people that trigger you. And this is not running or hiding from anything. This is literally not personal, it's spiritual kind of thing. It's essential right now. There may be another time where you can start to explore those relationships again. But for right now, if there's a relationship or, a situation or circumstance that trigger you, be easy on that right now. This is not really the time. Put it in your prayers. Approach it from a fifth dimensional standpoint. As a matter of fact, that's really been, y'all know, if y'all been tuning in to some of my lives here, I have really been pushing us to really look at life from a fifth dimensional standpoint and begin and continue to live it in a fifth dimensional standpoint. Go revisit. I did a video, I did a talk on this past Sunday for the Sunday message and meditation that you will enjoy, I believe, where I talked about achieving as a child of God, the steps to achieving as a child of God. And that's achieving anything, achieving peace, manifesting, unfold, whatever, as a child of God, which is essentially as a fifth dimensional being. And I also did a few other talks here on, I think, some lives. So, really approach life from a fifth dimensional standpoint. It's really that time right now. What that means is you're not handling situations always, in person, I should say. You are in your prayers about it. You're not having conversations in person. You are using telepathy. You're using your mind's eye. You are not trying to do everything with your hands and with your intellect and all of those different things. You are coming from an intuitive standpoint and you're approaching life from that standpoint. That is the time. That's the call right now. So hold on. Don't stress. Beautiful changes on the horizon. And sometimes when beautiful changes on the horizon, it's hurtful, it's hard, it's sometimes you can't see what's happening, so you just got to hold on and keep the faith. That's where your spiritual character kicks in. How strong is your faith? How strong is your divine will for the Most High's will to be done, not your will? How strong is that? And that's what you want to pay attention to. All right, peace and love, y'all. It's a beautiful time to be alive. So stay encouraged. Again, do everything you can to care for yourself, to love on yourself, to keep the heart balanced, keep the heart light, to keep the mind open, keep the mind light, keep the mind clear. Do everything you need to do. Whatever that is for you, make sure you are doing it constantly, not just sporadically, constantly. All right? Peace and love.